Hello everyone, welcome back to Fable and Knock on the Coffin Lid, the nightmares of Melanis. The terror shenanigans continue, today with Best Boy Bjorn. And if you're enjoying the series, feel free to like the video, it does help out the channel. Today we challenge the moon. You start the game with an immortal ally wolf. If the wolf takes damage, the hero takes double damage instead. The time has come to change tactics and follow the path of the moon. And who better to do so than the elevated Lunar Druid? Add Curse of a Lycan to the discard pile instead of the Scourge of a Lycan. Curse of a Lycan becomes ethereal, giving 3 spirit upon burning. It is my humble opinion, not so humble opinion, that the Lunar Druid has the highest possible damage ceiling, unless this has been changed. Nope, attacks deal additional damage equal to 5% of maximum HP. So the Lunar Druid set allows Bjorn to go absolutely mental. But of course, that involves finding it. So what is the moon all about? To pass this test, a Lunar Druid has to fulfill a special task from the star spirits. The conjunction of the moons is coming, the most suitable time to communicate with the star spirits. But I am not a Lunar Druid. It's never too late to become one. Wait for the moon conjunction and contact the star spirits. Or what if it doesn't work out? Let's solve problems as they come. Wait for the conjunction of the star spirits. Huh. Well, upgrades are always good for Bjorn. Now, just like Madman Bjorn, Lunar Druid Bjorn begins with an instinctive card, which is all well and good. Deal damage per each HP restored with cards or items this turn. Huh. Wonder if that could be good. Anywho, and as they upgrade, they deal damage twice, which is actually exceptional. I forgot about that minor detail. Lunar Druid's great. Let's do a special test from the starter. To hear the distant voice of the stars during the conjunction, Bjorn needs Lunar Druid equipment. Ah. So, there's no definitive way to obtain Lunar Druid equipment. However, we do have a pretty good shot if we go to the swamps, like a shop in the swamps. Because the swamp gear is really cheap, super cheap. You could buy out basically the whole store, as long as you bring enough money with you. So, with that in mind, unfortunately we didn't roll the ArchDruid here. The ArchDruid, I believe the crystal is part of the set, or is that part of the Elven set? So if we're going this way, we could try and YOLO the curse set. Although if we're going to do curse stuff, we want then this guy. Let's go to a question mark, shall we? We're gonna bonk him and take his booties.
Prey is easier to catch.
This shouldn't be that difficult.
Quiet death.
Best Boy Bjorn is, of course, the best boy Bjorn. If only I could have rolled that earlier. His defensive cards for Lunar Druid, if drawn, restore 10 HP. Upon playing, gain 2 spirit. And it is a burn card. So ideally we just keep those in the deck. And we can exercise our great power to ideally draw a card. Holy crap. Well, we're taking some damage here. Ah, just kidding. Our Moon Wolf is fantastic. We can exercise a lot of our maximum HP shenanigans to tank for the wolf if it takes damage. An image to a random enemy. If the target is killed, gain 5 strength. This card's whatever. Now, here's a question. If the AI is attacking the wolf, and I'm taking damage, do barbs still worked? Does scarring still worked? I don't know. We'll just skip. Maybe I should have taken the thorns there just for another attack in the deck, but... This guy doesn't have taunt. Alright. I remember, I have instinctive cards. Play those first. We fish for expose, as we always do. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Pick it up and put it down.
He's not as lucky as you. I won't revive him.
Not surprised, and don't know why you would revive a bear. Aha! Combat adept. Nice. Gain an instinct effect. Gain an additional instinct check of your choice. Ooh, this is also good. These are both great. Except this one is not a burn card, so I'll take that. What is this question? Ah! I noticed a beehive in a tree. Honey would be useful for my journey, but bees are rather dangerous creatures. Unfortunately, I am well protected from them in my wolf skin. You lost 13 health. I tore the hive down from the tree and smashed it to the ground. A sweet honeycomb fell out from a broken hive, and a whole swarm of bees flew out. But I didn't manage to pick the comb up with my wolf paws. The bees stung me hard, but I got a bag full of honeycombs. Will they be useful? I don't know. You'll take everything, huh? Everything? Thankfully, we have quite a lot of healing, so that'll be exposed next turn. And we are transforming. Now, the main thing about the Lunar Druid, or one of the main things, is that 4329. All right. This, well, sure, we'll transform. If you are in the form at the end of the turn, you do not get a Scourge of Lycan, so you can't play the dance of, okay, we have a Scourge in the deck, let's just not draw it while we're in form again to get the curse. It automatically becomes a curse that's in your deck. Hello, Assault. But you can actually gain benefits from having them in your deck. And for example, when we go visit this dying bandit, torture him. A dying bandit lay on the ground in a pool of blood. He had been stabbed by his own accomplices, and there had been a disagreement over loot. The rest of the gang had not gone far. The dying bandit died too fast. I could not pry anything new out of him. And meanwhile, his accomplices had already gone far away. I had to settle for the damn boots. The cursed booties. So, when receiving a curse in hand, draw one. The Curse of the Lycan is a curse card. So now we have free draw. Best Boy Bjorn makes some exceptional. Sure, we'll go this way. The Lunar Druid Bjorn makes an exceptional curse build if you can also make it happen. Again, ooh, Vamp Claws, wow. Restore 2 health when enemy takes down from bleeding. Bloody Claws. I don't think we want these, though. Kind of weird they're not part of the Crimson set, but they're not the Crimson Claws, they're the Vampire Claws. Big difference. The scout was given an order to kill the dwarven general named Harold and take possession of his documents. He asked me for help, thereby signing his own death sentence. It was easy to kill him, because you don't expect my attack at all. But it is much easier to deal with the general first with the help of the scout, and then finish him off later. Which we'll do. Why not? This should summon my wolf story. Eh.
The dwarves consider themselves the masters of the frontier, but for everyone else, they are treacherous invaders.
I don't remember what a Moon Curse of the Lycan is. And if this is worth playing at all. It might not be. Now, of course, whenever we're dealing with the dwarves, if we play 2 cards at the same time in a row, they will gain a Fury. I hope they don't kill him, because I want to kill him. Him being the elf. Okay, cool. That still doesn't kill him, but not ideal. My wolf went for the shield boy, which is fair enough. Okay, so he's going for my face. That's fair. Respect.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
So we are going to be in the form where we are going to get our very first Curse of Lycan. That guy's going to die to bleed damage. did get it, right? No. Ah. Interesting. Okay. I thought it would be... Well, that's fine. Stun is good, but it's also very expensive. Skip. Trap. I like trap. Wearing elven equipment as Bjorn always does feel a little bad, doesn't it? Draw 1 extra in the Lycan form. Oh, that's cute. We'll take the armor for the max health. It was easy to kill him. Did you not expect my attack at all? I suddenly hit him. You should have seen how surprised he was. I believe this goes through evasion. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. This is hitting me and not the wolf. Oh. Never mind. Are you nimble? Nice. Oh, I didn't heal. Let's find out what this does, shall we? So by blinding him, I basically made it so he skips his turn. And therefore doesn't attack me. We'll heal a little bit, thankfully. Or we'll try to. Wow, we took a lot of damage. Oh, Forest Priest. This is exceptional for us. Oh, look, that's an interesting bug. Right-click this on it and it shows Percival's thingy. Merciless Ferocity is also very good. We're just going to take this for more max health. We'll heal a bunch. Ooh. This is really good for us. The Soul Taker. At the start of the turn, draw a backstab card if the character did not receive damage in the last turn. And we get fisticuffs. Okay. Alrighty. Now, thankfully, due to us being elevated, we kind of just, you know, heal. For free. It's free real estate. I'm not sure why there's double bonfires, but there's double bonfires. And now we're back to full health, like nothing ever happened. So because we can gain more spirit via our spending our healing spells, this is not that big of a deal. The question is, do I want... You know what? We'll take this. This is so good, though. Not that this. We'll ask him a question. That's what we'll do. An assassin decided to enlarge his collection of gourd with my precious head. It's worth a lot more than a bunch of dwarven skulls, and it would probably look very nice over his fireplace. But I was in no hurry to part with it. No kidding, he had a very nice collection, and I actually didn't mind taking it away.
The good old elven tradition is collecting severed heads.
So we do have one minor complication here. This guy, when he gets off his bear,
You decide to have a rest?
is going to have a lot of evasion. Huh. I like the damage. Okay.
You angered him.
We're gonna take a lot here, but... Oh, pain. I'm gonna transform too. We'll see if we can roll an exposure here. Naturally.
Strength alone is not enough to win.
It's true. So I'm gonna shapeshift out here. Because he has 8 evasion. Now my goal here is not to... Oh, that is so much fucking damage. Are you nimble? Nice. My goal here is to just get rid of his evasion rather than anything else. So he's going to deal 120 damage to me? Well, the honeycomb came in handy.
Any side effects?
Oh, no, that was actually to my face. Okay. I feel like there's contradictory results here. So, if this is actually coming at me, I'm fine. If this is going at the wolf, I'm not fine. Okay, it was coming at me. I guess I'm paranoid from the one battle that, you know, this didn't come at my face. But okay.
Better
Fair enough.
not to get in your way.
Better to use the resources than to die. Scarring is triggered but not removed the next time damage is received. Shouldn't this be like an and? Isn't that a good thing? When receiving damage in your turn, draw a random attack. Spending health on cards. Oh, this has been changed a little bit, I think. I think I'm skipping this. Fountain of Blood's not bad, but... Hey! Gain 5 ball. When playing 2 attack cards in a row, remove a random saves card from the pile. Done. We have a piece, the first piece of the Lunar Druid set. Not the best piece, but a piece. Upon taking damage to health, steal 1 strength from attacker. We're actually going to keep this because... we have the cursed booties. I liked the Crimson Steppes more than the Rotten Bog, but sometimes I go to the swamps just to kill as many elves as possible along the way. The road to the steppes is controlled by the dwarves. Killing them, not as fun. Okay. Oh. Bad news, team. There's not a merchant along the way, but... there's a merchant here, but I gotta go here. I guess we just cross our fingers that this is enough. Do we think it is? I don't know. We're both on Soul Stealer. Hey, we go. The bear. It screams. It cries. I'm gonna shapeshift. Let's go.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
I really wish that was exposed.
So, who
Nice.
do you say you met? Oh, it's not important anymore.
Well, am I not
You decide
putting
about rest?
curses in my deck? Yeah. Interesting. I'm not sure
love these
why
strikes.
curses aren't going in the deck. Gain 1 spirit each time you switch form. This is pretty good in a big fight, but we're not doing a whole lot of those, are we? This is a drawing card. Drawing is good. The Circle of a Life. Nice. This increases combat healing by 1, which for Bjorn is quite exceptional. Because he just does that. A Fecund's mother might makes cocoons by the hundreds through her huge swollen ovipositor. And zealously guards her little children. Older children team around her, always ready to help. This fight could go sideways really quickly. Well, that was nice.
That's a good start.
I really don't want to play this, but we're going to.
And
Okay,
here
I'm
are
glad
big problems.
that came at my face. Alright, good talk, everyone. Gain a ward. Reduce max HP by 30 until the end of the game. Gain 20 strength to 20 spirit. Kills at the end of the turn. This is always a funny card. I think I'm just going to skip this. The burn gain ward is pretty good, but... do I dare go Provoker's Mask? I don't not dare. I'll take a bunch of health, deal 8 damage to the attacker, and restore 4 health. Ooh. These do what I... yeah. The Rotten Might could be really good for Bjorn because he doesn't screw around with all this block crap, you know? Every attack that comes to him goes to him. Wait, this wouldn't redirect to the wolf, would it? You know what? We're just gonna keep this. Get this, okay? It's fine. But yeah, one of the downsides to Best Boy Bjorn's Lunar Druid, Bjorn specifically, I believe the Instinct of the Fallen goes up in mana cost. Like, it's 1 notch to health when it's unupgraded, but then when it gets upgraded, it's 2 notches or 4 health. But that's okay. It's strong, so it makes sense. The cemetery ghouls feed on fresh corpses. That much is known. However, no one's been buried in the cemeteries of the Rotten Bog for a long time, because cultists don't die, but turn into zombies under the influence of the ichor. It turns out that the local poor ghouls simply have nothing to eat. However, they are not disheartened. After all, you can always make a fresh corpse yourself. If I had more healing potions, I'd do this, but we're just going to fight it. Bjorn has some interesting conversations with stuff here in the Rotten Bog.
A taste for buffs.
That'll be helpful. Really? Not a single expose? Oh, I almost killed that sound. I don't know. Bonk. Bonk.
You're brimming over with power.
Nice. Spiritual Oppression. Deal 10 damage. Deal damage equal to half of a spirit's value to a random enemy. Oh, if that was a normal Lunar Druid, this would be insane. But of course I'm not. So drawing is good. The Sword of Weakness. Another great weapon. I think we'll take it. The Ghoul Finger. Upon receiving a curse in hand, restores yourself to gain 1 strength. Yep, that's what we'll do. That's it. And this says draw 4 attacks. Drawing attacks is better than drawing a card. It is drawing a card, but it's, you know, controlled drawing of a card. The Spirit Cap. Boo. Alright. Conjunction of the Moons. A Lunar Druid equipment worked. I heard it. The Star Spirit spoke to me. They want me to follow their orders, to become a vessel of their will. If I prove my obedience, they have promised me an incredible reward. The power of the Moon Wolf. To prove my loyalty, I have to bury 300 gold in the ground. I am so glad I didn't jump it on a merchant. They want a girl named Esha, who is waiting in a frontier tavern to accept her fate. Is that what they said? Accept her fate. Accept her fate! Face her fate! The Star Spirits don't speak in words, they just make you understand. Well, what did you understand? I understood that I had to go to the tavern. The Star Spirits want a girl named Esha who is waiting at the Frontier Tavern to accept her fate. It seems to me her fate isn't all that easy to accept, to be honest. So the Frontier is the first zone. Is there a tavern in the first zone? Huh. Well, we're going to find out together, team. I was shaping up to be a great run, too. All right. Wait, does that mean you have to play Lunar Druid for this challenge? I just did it because, you know, Moon, Lunar, it all makes sense. I'll just take a random item, sure. Ooh. Yes, please. Free attack cards on Bjorn that cost nothing. Alright, we're going here. Don't really want to go here. Maybe we bring her some honey and it'll be better. Oh, now the Moon Curse goes in my deck.
Died on his own.
There it is.
It's not your fault.
If drawn while on the lake and form inflict blight 1, burn a card to gain... Burn a card? You can just burn it and you gain spirit. I'm not sure why I wasn't doing that last run. There were only 2 women in the tavern, and I had no trouble finding out which one of them was Esha. She did not look too good, and I can see a goner a mile away. I did not know what illness she had, but she did not have long to live. With the last of her strength, she was going to the Rotten Bog to search for her missing father, so I volunteered to help her. It was a doubtful offer, given my outstanding appearance, but she agreed right away. I could not understand what caused her actions. Recklessness, despair, or courage? However, what does it matter? It's easy to be stupid and courageous when you're at death's door. Is your father the druid? An elf named Esha in the Weather Tower. She was heading to the Rotten Bog in search of her father, and Bjorn took her with him, out of the kindness of his heart. I can heal him. Why would I do that? Search. I took off his boots, but I didn't finish him. I wanted him to suffer! Bjorn's so evil. I'd love him. He's my good little boy. Hey, the Lunar Druid booties! Gain 4 spirit. Unfortunately, I'm currently using the cursed booties. But we'll bring this along with us in case we get, a few pieces of the set. Could be fun to enact. And this time, we got the Druid. Okay, it's just 2 notches of 4 health by default. Most instincts are 1, right? So you can feel this depending on how weak you are. At the start of the run, it can be a heavy burden, but of course, we are strong. I love killing druids more than anything in the world. It was because of them, because of the Druid Council's decision, that I was kicked out of my home. For them, I am the fallen one. A cursed, bloodthirsty monster, a disgraced degenerate who has lost the right to call an elf. I would be happy to prove to them that they were not mistaken about me. So Esha's here. She starts combat and she gives a spot to the team, but she has Blight. So the longer the fight goes on, the more damage that she takes. I don't know if enemies can attack her. They can. So I'm assuming if she dies, it's GG. Also, this is a very unfortunate draw. Well, damn, that sucks. Okay, just it. These cards are useful. Sometimes they just give that extra oomph when you transform. But sometimes they're a big pain in the butt. Man, I wish I could transform right now to do this, but I'll do it anyway. There's the combat. Now the question is, do I just yeet the moon blindness? No. We'll take a normal trend.
You
Curse.
know what to do.
Again, we have the booties. So whenever we draw a curse, we draw 1. It's very convenient. And again, the damage doesn't matter here.
Let him rest a bit.
No. All that matters is that we break through his many, many evasions. Thankfully, he's also bleeding to death, so this was a good start. If this is the run that tries to make it all the way to the end, I wouldn't mind it. Damage. Take HP damage from enemies, restore 2 HP. If not in the lichen form, if in lichen form, gain 1 spirit. This could be good. Kill the enemy if they have less than HP than the character, lose 30 HP. This one's really funny if we're doing Lunar Druid. Oh. I almost want to do it. Alright. Oh, there's the amulet too. Sure. And we get the Cristalli. This is part of the... Oh, right, this is part of the Lunar Druid set. Upon playing the Will of the Force Spirits, the hero and allies restore 16 health. Because it has the Break the Crystal. I knew something in me something in my brain told me that it was part of this set. Do we have a 3-piece already? I like the Crimson Steps, but you all know I enjoy killing elves the most. Is your father down here? Oh, he's down here. What? Oh. What? Am I going to have to check all of these? So, Let's think about this for a few seconds. This is a chapel with a member of the cult in it, who I'm pretty sure is human. This is another, I'm pretty sure, human ritualist. Is it the death guy? None of these make sense to me. Unless this is her father? I have such a good run going, too, and it's going to be bonked. So at the start of the battle, increase max HP by 20 for each Curse of the Lycan in the deck, is what the 3-piece does. Currently, I have gain strength equal to Balm, which is fantastic. Is it worth running this? Maybe we'll put on the booties. So there's a possibility that she is a half-elf, I suppose. Because I'm pretty sure these are all humanoid characters. Well, I suppose an elf is technically a humanoid. I wish I could ask her. But she's infected with the blight. And I feel like the stars would not tell her to go to death. Death is another force. Maybe I do go here. We'll go. We'll go to the ritual. The ritual asks for blood. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna have to run this back probably. I'm calling it right now. I'm so strong, though. Oh, and I got blood debt, too. Reduce max health by 10 until the end of the game. Gain 4 in substantiality in the battle. The Axe of Blood. Deal damage 2 damage 2 times, and like form deal damage 4 times. That is disgusting. That's so good, actually. I'm just going to put that on. Look at this run. It's beautiful. Oh. Huh. In the first village we came to, Esha started asking the locals about her father. Although I had warned her that the cultists are a bit crazy, they quickly surrounded her, grabbed her by the hands, and took her somewhere. That fool did not even resist. I wish I knew more about the fate of Esha so that I wouldn't act at random. I decided not to let her go. Yes. Maybe I don't want to. Go to death? Maybe I do, though.
A breather never hurt anybody.
And this build is so sick.
Fly, you fools.
It's gonna be a real shame when it evaporates. What? That's cheating. Ah. Well, yeah, I was able to get out of the form. That's nice. Not that I wouldn't mind another curse in the deck, because I get a bunch of HP, but you know how it is, right? Let's skip. Sure. I'm gonna go to death. I've resigned to my fate. I have. We'll sell the curse booties too. I do see the 3-piece of the Crimson set. That's interesting. Start of the turn, increase max health by 10 for each bleeding enemy. Hey, look, that plays perfectly into what we're trying to do. Let's do it. I don't even feel the need to remove my curse. Alright. Here we go. A plaintive voice was calling for help from the bottom of an abandoned well. I approached it cautiously. There was a rope on the ground near it, and I could have thrown the end of it to the poor fellow, but I knew at once that it was some kind of trap. My wolf senses had never failed me. Out of curiosity, I looked down the well, and a terrifying creature was climbing up towards me. But Gandalf, what if it's a trap? Of course it's a trap. So this is the ghost. If you saw the Hierophant video, this lovely banshee assisted us, kind of.
You can't be taken bare-handed.
Is this gonna work? No. Okay. This lovely banshee assisted us in his tarot, but normally she's kind of like the teacher of insubstantiality. It reduces all of our damage to 1, and when the effect is removed, it changes her intention to escape. We have the Mark of Death, which is reduced by 1 at the end of the turn, and when the counter reaches 0, it will kill me. I will die. Deal 5 damage upon dealing damage, inflict a shard. I kind of remember how this works, and I kind of don't. Let's try it. There's a shard. There you go. I don't remember how to remove... Huh. It's very unfortunate I just left the form, but... Because I'm going to have to play that in order to... keep going, you know? Aww. I suppose I could do this. Ah. Wait, she's targeting the chick. Oh, that's not good. That is not good indeed. Why are you giving her the Mark of Death? She has nothing to do with this. Uh-oh. Great. Get out of here. So you just cycle through the whole deck and she goes away. Strike of Spirit is also very good for Lunar Druid Bjorn. We're not going crazy about it. Gain 6 insubstantiality. But... oh, Lunar Druid armor. Increase my health by 30. Upon shapeshifting, remove all negative saves effects. When playing 2 skills in a row, gain 2 bomb. I don't really have skills. Alright. These servants of death are such comedians. Instead of attacking me, one of them suggested that I stab myself. That is original. And I get the weapon for free. Although the Crimson Claws are of no use if you don't let them get soaked in blood. Sorry, but we've got no time. We have something very important to do. Oi, wait a minute. You promised me to help me find my father. I'll only pierce this weirdo, and the Crimson Claws will take them for myself. It'll be fast. Do whatever you want. I'll go look for father. Goodbye. Ugh, these women. Sorry, dude. Maybe next time. Oh. We found Esha's father, but the family reunion turned out not very touching. She begged him to return home, and he wanted her to stay. So they argued, and argued, until I got tired of it. Huh. take the father's side is the quest. Oh. Strength of the Enlightened Moonwolf. Together with her father, we convinced Esha that she had no choice. Although I personally think that death is also a choice, and not always the worst one. Well, that's okay. She'll live with the cultists for a while, drink the life-giving ichor. She might as well get better. As I understand it, you receive the reward. Yes. Esha's fate was to stay in the Rotten Bog with her father. I wonder what will happen next. Strength of the Enlightened Moonwolf. Gain taunt. Upon taking damage from attacks, gain 5 strength and 5 spirit. That is disgusting. Okay. I don't even know what to think. It'd be funny if I died right now.
I couldn't even remember who that was.
So those guys, when they take 3 instances of damage, they will explode for all the damage they've received. So if I had hit them both 3 times, they could have exploded. They'd hit me, and they'd hit the wolf, and then I'd take double damage from the wolf. And boy, that would suck. Or shapeshift, yes. Well, I mean, we got a pretty good build going here. And, the game's just going to let me have it. So nice. I met the winner of a beauty pageant among the swamp monsters. The experience of the Rotten Bog is not complete without seeing it. However, it is unlikely we'll have time to share this experience with anyone. To do so, you need to stay alive. And that ridiculous wonder of the world and winner of the pageant turned out to be very aggressive. Oh. What do I give this as a voice? Creations of the might, behold baggage shared in the place they brought to meet Andrew. Might they want to accidentally crown the crown herd. Before dear is your name. Silly little sisters are nice out there. Have you seen to me very? I bow. They know I somewhere to turn he to understand me, to come back. Them, and if my own and me balk already faith, this is on hello. Can't wait life on in they friend. I miss him with love you descended, I only divine. I win him the life-giving, rejecting. I'm only waiting for his gaze, went and not my very his grace. You still me might you, from hungry I creation. He brother always started believing Anthony. What? It was the thing. All its heads are talking this gibberish. Can we make any sense out of it? Try to listen to each head separately. Something about Anthony and might. Great. Ah, well, that was not very comforting on my throat. I have a great unclean one voice, but I'm not sure it's something that is like enjoyable to listen to. You know? So this guy's about to take 1428. Alright, 1428. 4284. Yikes. Let me find that. Ow. I'm still fine, but ow.
So what does it taste like?
Oh, look how close I am to this. Bonk.
This is what I call skill in its purest form.
Deleted. That's why that spell's good. The voice of the stars. At the start of a turn, receive a task. If a task is completed, gain 1 strength and 1 spirit for each successful task in the battle. I think this is the final Lunar Druid upgrade. I have never seen it before. Alright. We'll see how it works. The fluted axe you should not have. the snouts. Damage reduced by 30%. That's actually probably really good, but we're going to go with the tried and the true. So Bjorn, I didn't like living in the Northern Gate. I had to behave decently here. Now, it is a different matter. No one here behaves decently anymore. So Bjorn doesn't actually get much from turmoil here. I don't really want to go through the gatekeeper. But I will. I could... What are we missing? We're missing the gloves. So the fluted axe makes it so that whenever we deal damage, we apply 1 bleeding. I could fish for... I wanted to go here for a full deck upgrade, but we're going to fish... go to these and fish for the Lunar Druid set. I'm here. As I watched the Fire Brothers drive all the villagers to the town hall, I wondered what they were going to do next. No one paid any attention to me, and I could have just walked past. But all of a sudden, there I had an opportunity to intervene. One of the locals turned into a monster in front of everyone and attacked the commander of the brothers. To tell the truth, it took me a while to figure out whose side to take. I'm going to protect the demon spawn. We only want peace. Okay. Okay.
Didn't even have time to let out the squeak.
I have never done this option before. In one of the previous Bjorn runs, I regretted not picking this because I had never seen it before. Now I've seen it. Now I selected it. We're going to see what it does. Well, okay. Even though I broke this and I can't use it, it's a beast card, so once I transform, it'll come back to my hand.
The enemy
Not that it is going to matter, because I'm just going to play a card here and win. But hello! Round 2. Damn the Northern Gate! Alright, so the the Great Unclean One voice, if you will. They are the greater demons of Nurgle, so they have like a... At least I think they would have a drone voice. It's kind of hard to discern. Like... Grandfather. Something like that. Well. I mean, these both kill, and I only take damage from one, so. Grandfather. I don't care about any of this. Cool. Sort of weakness. Purification's pretty good. And the village I saved was poor, and there was nothing to gain here. Max health increase. Done. I chose hospitality. So even though I protected the demon, we got the reward, I think the same reward you would get from fighting the Brotherhood. Well, we're going to roll our best chances at getting the Lunar Druid set. So we're going to try and hit both shops. We got the hat. Okay. That's one. One down. Make sure we sell everything we don't need. Maximum money, maximum chance for glory. Do we want to cut a card? It's okay that this is in the deck. Annoying, but it's okay. This one, you know what? We'll cut initiative. We're not really going to use it. Suppose we cut the Sword of Weakness as well. This is a great... It might be better than the Fluted Axe, honestly. You know what I think it is? Okay. So we're really just looking now for the... That's tempting. For the Lunar Druid gloves. At the end of the turn, gain 1 bomb for each 50 of maximum health points, and gain 1 bleeding for each 50 of current health points. But of course, we gain strength equal to bomb. Full set. Enemies with less than 30% remaining HP die instantly. We have an execute. Little imps swarmed all over me. Pestering a completely unfamiliar lichen is so tactless and uncomely, but their demonic mother paid no attention to it. Hey, Mama, your imps are blocking my path. But there's just kids. You used to be a human like all the other Inquilines, right? I was unhappy, barren woman. For years I begged the supreme gods to help me conceive a child. It did not help. So I turned to the primordial spirits, but they remained deaf to my pleas, even though I brought them generous offerings. But the miraculous idol which Sigismund erected immediately helped me. I started birthing children one after another, and now I cannot stop. Madame, could you make your kids stay away from me? But what will they eat today? Next time, I'll have to bring them a boar leg so I don't become their dinner. Is that what that's for? Playing as Bjorn, start battle in a full Lunar Druid set. Nice. I could almost complete elimination here. That's so funny.
Strength alone is not enough.
If I had more Lunar Druid curses, I probably would have started with enough health for that.
The variety of demons defies comprehension, but these ones are more or less...
The problem, though, is that I could draw an entire hand of these stupid things. Oh. Isn't that great? Oh, look at that! I'm Lunar Druid Bjorn! Is this because I completed the achievement? Aim?
Did you use any tactics at all?
I did. Quiet. That's a beautiful skin. Playing as 2 cards increase damage for 1. Huh. I really need draw. Like, really super badly. I don't remember if... All of a sudden I'm blanking on if I can take that. It's these we can't have more of. I need more draw. I guess I just didn't draw my one drawing talent. Fair enough. Alright, we're looking for the gauntlets, team. Show me the Lunar Druid Gauntlet. Shit. Well, you win some, you lose some. We have a full set. It's just... You know, we can still get lucky. I'm going to replace this card. I mean, it really just depends. Okay, we can still get lucky. We go here. The armory of the palace was guarded by an old friend of mine, a guard officer. He greeted me coolly. We did not really like each other. I could not stand that greedy hypocrite. Whatever his reason was for disliking me, I could not care less. And who thought of trusting him with the armory? That rascal would sell his own mother. Probably Sigismund, being scum himself, attracted only similar beings, so he had no choice. We get a YOLO piece of equipment, and it's the shittiest thing you could imagine. The motto of our underground armory is buy it or get lost. I wish I could stab you. Well, that is that. We did our best. You know, I tried. All in all, not a bad run. I don't think Sigismund's going to present any level of threat to me. but I can still be surprised. During the first moments after seeing me, Sigismund was stunned, but he quickly pulled himself together, and the nasty grin returned to his foul face. What a fool I was! How can one trust a man with such a face? I was ready to give my life protecting him. Well, now Sigismund was guarded by some demonic mess, and it felt much nicer for me to kill him than to protect him. It would be better if you had died with the dwarves or something.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
That was a questionable turn 1. But hey, it's still my turn 1. Alright, here's Voice of the Stars. We're gonna give it a shot. Gain some ward here. I don't really want to transform. I could. Oh, wait. We'll take our humble 19 damage here. Look at my beautiful form. I actually think it looks great. They did a great job with it. I'll draw a card, sure. Kind of a shame I couldn't get, the gauntlets, but that's okay.
I thought those would be your last.
Oh, son of a bitch. This is gonna be a problem. Okay. 2. It's fine. How do you do crazy math here?
You got wounded.
Yeah, I did. I hope I draw... Oh. So, how is this gonna work? Am I about to take a bunch of damage? I am, yeah. I do have 39 Balm, though, so that's cute. I'll take the money. So I have taunt, which means he's attacking me. I could pay him off. And I'm not opposed to this. But the Sword of Weakness is kind of saving me a lot of pain. So what if I just go? You know? He's about to die. And there's something difficult about the third automaton. The only hitch is having to deal with that flea bag. That is not a third automaton, it is the same one. Milanese is readjusting it based on the prophecies. The prophecy did not mention an annoying wolf that I have to take all the hits for. Fulfilling the prophecy should rid you of this trouble. Should it? Oh, hey. Being insubstantial is pretty cool, isn't it? Well. Does it work? You know what would have been really great? A drawing card. Alright, we're playing Voice of the Stars. Turn 1. I might as well use it. It's here. Alright, so we are 6 insubstantial, which means the next 6 attacks, we are only going to take a single point of damage. Is how it would normally work. Well. Oh, that was really dumb. At the start of the turn, all automaton parts gain 2 strength for each exposed enemy. I see. Okay, well, at least I weakened him. Okay. Shatter is okay, we don't care. We kind of care, actually. So this is gonna work out. Heal. It's only gonna be 5 now. Delete. Deal damage. Do boom. Combat. Victory. Glorious victory. I don't want anything crazy to happen. We'll just heal. That's right, you hit that wolf. Oh, hey, this is the card that's supposed to help me with this. Wow. Great. At least I'm taunting now. Yeah, I think a draw card would not have gone astray here. Oh, hey, look. All team. It was a good run. It was a proper Lunar Druid run. Nice. That is the completion of the moon. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that in that final stage with Esha, I was going to have to find the exact one at that stage. So I'd have to go, you know, it was a death or was it the ritualist? I think what it was you go to that event and then you skip the event. Like Esha has dialogue and you skip it and you find the dad. That or I just got very lucky. But that unlocked for us death. Healing is impossible during battle. Upon killing an enemy or at the end of each battle, fully heal. Rebirth always means death. However, this doesn't work the other way around. This allows for some incredibly aggressive Bjorn playing, because you have to go all in. You have to full commit to the bit. But, of course, death is going to have to wait. Because next up is the Empress. Battles take place under the sign of a certain element, fire, water, earth, or air, that gives special effects to everyone on the battlefield. The rules are the same for everyone, but everyone adapts to them differently. I have not, from this point on, for Vanadis, I have not seen her tarot. I don't know what any of them do. So, we'll be going in blind for the Empress to see if she can challenge the Emperor, who we'll have to revisit one day as well. But my friends, that was it for the moon. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the Chumma Sport channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you would like to see my channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time for the Empress.